What's good, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. And I hope everyone had a great Memorial Day weekend this past weekend. As of this right now, we are in June, and we are officially in the summertime, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. So it's that time of the year where we have good summer blockbuster movie coming out. I know this month May was kind of lackluster because we only had two blockbusters that was worthy of to go see in the movie theater, and that was Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness and Top Gun 2 Maverick. So those are the only two. But we probably we're gonna have more in June. So we're gonna really be talking about that, and we also gonna be talking about the latest news coming out of this week. So without further ado, let's get started. So, as I mentioned, this month May was kind of lackluster because we only had two good blockbusters that were sitting in theaters. But for June, we got four. That is really interesting. And I recently did an Instagram poll saying that which movie are they most likely to see in June. So we're gonna go down this list. That's what's coming out. So we got the Jurassic World Dominion coming out on June 10th. We got Lightyear, Disney Pixar's Lightyear, coming out on June 17th. And then we got on June 24th, we got Blumhouse's The Black Phone and Elvis biopic movie. So I did a poll on Instagram. A lot of people are excited to see Jurassic World Dominion, and there was a lot of votes there. There was some love for Elvis, but not that much for Lightyear and The Black Phone. But we'll see. So let's go down do this list. As I mentioned, on June 10th, we are getting Jurassic World Dominion. This could be the final endgame chapter of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World trilogies in the franchise, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm definitely excited for this. And then on June the 17th, I mentioned we getting Disney Pixar's Lightyear. Now, this will be Pixar's first movie back in the movie theater since Onward in March of 2020. Now, and also this is the a spin-off outside of the Toy Story universe franchise. But do you guys remember back in the day when we actually had the Buzz Lightyear Star Command animated series and the animated movie? Yeah. So for all the parents and all the OGs out there, let y'all kids see that first before seeing this movie. I'm not saying this movie gonna be bad, but I'm just saying. But and of course we got Chris Evans voicing Buzz. I wish Tim Allen can voice this, but hey, it is what it is. I'm still a little looking forward to that. And then on June 24th, first off, we're gonna start off with the Black Phone from Blumhouse, and this is definitely one of my anticipated horror movies of 2022, and critics already saying that this is Ethan Hawke's best performances in years. So I'm definitely gonna be checking that out. And then of course, lastly, also on June 24th, we had the Elvis Presley biopic. So I'm definitely seeing this movie reach the level of success from Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man, and of course the director of this movie, he did the 1996 Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio, 2001's Moulin Rouge, and also the 2013 The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio. So and I definitely see this movie get at least a lot of Oscar good contenders for this movie. So definitely looking forward to seeing all these movies in June. So And now we got that out of the way. Let's get into some news. So with the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation, so um, Johnny Depp is getting for 15 million out of it, and then Amber Heard is getting 2 million out of the whole situation. But hopefully there is some rumor where now that this whole dispute is situated, we might see Johnny Depp coming back for more Pirates movie, hopefully. But as far as Amber Heard, I don't know if she officially getting removed from actually removing her scenes from Aquaman 2. But we'll have to see when the we haven't got a trailer yet because again, this movie doesn't come out until next year. I think next year March. Yeah, March. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see. But that's the news there. And also last week we touched on the 2022 NBA Finals. So it's the Boston Celtics versus the Golden State Warriors. And then once the series is concluded, we'll touch on who is the 2022 NBA champions down the road in the next episodes. But let's get into some of these news. Donald Glover star who played as Lando in the Solo film. So the Star Wars series Lando is still in the works, and this is what Comic Book Reader has reported. In an interview with Games Reddit at Star Wars Celebration, Kennedy was asked about the early statements she made about not recasting major Star Wars characters for future projects. I never say never, she said. It's certainly not something we'll be doing with it any intentional right now. We are still talking about Lando with Donald Glover from the instance, but I don't think we would intentionally just look back at some of the characters like Luke and Leia and whatnot and decide arbitrarily to do a story. There would be, however, to be a really strong reason why. So, from the statement, it's still TBA right now. I haven't heard any mention about the Lando series in the Star Wars Celebration, but hopefully we get some more news down the road, and hopefully we get that Lando series and Donald Glover returns to play young Lando in the Lando series. And speaking of Star Wars, the upcoming Star Wars movies will be in the sequel trilogy era and beyond. So, this is a report that I got. While speaking with Empire at Star Wars Celebration, what happened to be underway right now in Anaheim, California, Caitlin Kennedy confirmed that the sequel era will be exploring future further in the upcoming Star Wars movies. We are moving further beyond the existing sequels as we look into our movie space. The sequel era is what we talked about in terms of what we're going with our movies, and just how far out from that we'll go. That is very much the space we are concentrating on now. In my last report, they say they weren't gonna do any another sequel trilogy, but I feel like from this statement, I feel like they're gonna redo everything that happened based on the credits that they got from the Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker. I feel like they're gonna redeem themselves if they do another trilogy and another sequel trilogy. And I feel like they're gonna redeem themselves for it. So hopefully we get some news, more news on that, and hopefully we'll be looking forward to that as well. But moving on, Ian McGregor hits more than 6 episodes of Obi-Wan. This is very interesting, and this is what Screen Rant has reported. McGregor has been a feature in this year's Star Wars celebration in Anaheim via Star Wars. And in his latest appearance, he thanked everyone who tuned into the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Surprisingly, however, he is hyping the rest of the show. He's suggesting that the show could run for more than 6 episodes, in which what it was confirmed for. It was amazing watching the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi the other night. I hope you loved episode 3, then 4, then 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. So, now, this is a limited series, and there's only 6 episodes. If we get 4 more, hopefully we get more confirmation on that. But according to Ian McGregor, they said there's 10. But we'll see. Hopefully. And I'm hearing rumors that based on the viewership and numbers from the first 3 episodes that we might get a season 2. But hopefully that's down the road somewhere. But moving on. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson announced that the Black Adam trailer is coming soon, and this is from The Rock himself. For the millions of you who know the Black Adam mythological, you understand the meaning and power of this throne. I made a promise to myself that I would not sit on the throne until we shot the actual scene where Black Adam has earned his right to take his scarred place on the hot. So, I always just sat at the steps and did my homework. We finally filmed this iconic moment, and what a moment it was. World premiere of the Black Adam trailer, June 8th. So, I cannot wait for this trailer, and hopefully the Black Adam turns out good as well. So, Top Gun Maverick scores a massive opening weekend, and this is what Variety has reported. Audiences over 40 years old, the people who were top of the mind with Paramount greenlit another Top Gun, turned out in force of 55% of ticket buyers, which is impressive because the demographic that has been the most reluctant to return to theaters still dastardly stunts in a Maverick managing an entire significant percentage of millennial moviegoers. 45% of people were 35 or younger. We were not alive when Top Gun over 36 years ago. The film's positive word of the month should be a helpful continuing to reach a younger crowds. Now, Top Gun is now the highest the box office movie for the Memorial Day weekend, and this is the highest box office record for a non-woke movie. So that's another perspective to put it out there. So District 9 sequel may be sooner than you think, and this is what Screen Rant has reported. It now seems that the film might not be too far off, as Blumkamp reveals in an interview with Death Tour. While discussing his work on Godzilla Games' new Battle Royale multiplayer shooter, Off the Grid, Blumkamp gives a small District 10 movie update, confirming he is still working on it. He has also outlines it should not be too long. Now, until the further information releases, find the quote below. I'm still working on it. The answer is within the near future. So hopefully we get some more news on District 10. The Oracle returns after 3 years, and this is what Chad L. Coleman has reported. It is a big capital finally. Yeah, it's exciting from the standpoint of knowing just how rich and bold and epic this season is. It has everything. It's no holds barred, like Peter always says. It's little movies every week. I'm excited for the fans, and I know you have received other than the first two seasons. This third one trumps them all, for sure. It is really that damn good. So, and it's been a while since the Oracle, and yeah, let's see how season 3 goes. Okay, back to some more Star Wars news. Hold on. Obi-Wan listed as a limited series, no season 2. According to Asia Showbiz, Ian McGregor has insisted that Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series is just a standalone and limited series for the time being, having to reprise his role as the Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi in the new series of the same name. The Scottish actor stressed there is no plans for the future episodes or a spin-off movie at this stage. Well, at the moment, we are just doing 6 episodes. It's very much set up to made into a limited series. The 51-year-old actor says that is how it stands at the moment. Listen, if it does very well, and Disney are excited for the prospect of doing another one, I love doing it. I love working with Deborah Chow, and I love working with the new technology. So, like I mentioned, it is still a limited series, but if it does really well, then we might hear more news or confirmation news if they're going to do the season 2. But as of this this report says, it's still a limited series. But like I said before in the other article, Hugh McGregor says that there might be 4 more than 6 episodes. So it's saying that there's a total of 10 episodes. But we'll see in a couple of weeks. Netflix's Stranger Things season 4 destroys premiere viewership records, and this is what Hollywood Reporter has reported. According to Netflix's international measurement, Stranger Things racked up to 286.79 million hours of viewership time worldwide from May 25th to May 27th. That blows past the previous record holder, Season 2 of Bridgerton, which had 193 million hours of watch time over this opening weekend in March. Bridgerton went on to claim the title of Netflix's most watched English language series of all time over its first 28 days of release, with 656.26 million hours of viewing across the globe. Stranger Things Season 4 has already almost 44% of the way to tally after just 3 days. So that is another huge record for not only Stranger Things, but also for Netflix as well. Top Gun Maverick passes the original box office in total of 6 days. And this is what Deadline has reported. In the wake of scoring the best Memorial Day opening of all time in the domestic box office, which sits 160.5 million, Paramount and Skydance Top Gun Maverick did not let up yesterday, grossing a 15.8 million, while that's the third best Tuesday in May stat side at the Disney Marvel's The Avengers Infinity War, with a total of 23.4 million on May 1st, 2018, and The Avengers of 17.6 million on May 8th, 2012. It's easily the best Tuesday in May for a non-Marvel movie. The comic book franchise continuously dominating the month. Top Gun's 2 Tuesdays is also ahead of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, that picked many 12.6 million on May 10th. In regards to the previous biggest Tuesday in May for a non-Marvel movie, that belongs to Disney's Aladdin, which with 12 million on May 28th, 2019. So that is another a huge record for Top Gun Maverick. Doctor Strange is heading to Disney Plus this month. Wow, this is early. So this is what Variety has reported. After reigning over the box office, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will hit Disney Plus this month. The Benedict Cumberbatch lead movie arrives on the streamer Disney Plus on June 22nd, just a handful of weeks after this May 6th release. The film debuted in an anonymous of 185 million at the box office, marking the 11th highest domestic opening of all time and the biggest launch of 2022. Now, with this date, I was thinking they will put it on Disney Plus like around in July, but with this date, it's very close to the at least it will be on Disney Plus around the 4th of July weekend. But man, this is really early. But not that is bad news, because they be doing they be smashing box office records with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. But it is what it is. But I was hoping let's hope it makes more money before it hits Disney Plus in 2022. And I know it's gonna hit a lot of records, a lot of viewership records on Disney Plus as well. So moving on. A new era at Warner Brothers, as Warner Brothers film boss Toby Etcherich exits. So this is what Variety has reported. Under newly met CEO David Zaslav, the company was recredited as Warner Brothers Discovery, with an eye towards boiling its in-house streaming service HBO Max and compelling that content with Discovery's reality programming. Ickmarich's departure raises questions about the future of several key lieutenants at the studio, many who have served at his side for decades. Among those whose future is murky is DC Films chief Walter Hannum, sorry if I pronounced the name, who has been credited with stabilizing the cinematic output at the division and bringing in some quality control to a company that has suffered several critical failures, such as Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, I just hope that when HBO Max and Discovery Plus emerges, hopefully we get some news from there, and what is going to happen between all the division companies under Warner Brothers Discovery. So hopefully we get some more news on that. Joker director Tom Phillips asked to help guide DC, and this is what Joe Blob has reported. Of particular interest of Zaslav is getting the expansive DC universe back on track, although the franchise has had its triumphs. The DC movies haven't enjoyed the critical success of their competitors over at Marvel Studios. Some have said that Warner Brothers need a Kevin Feige, a single voice to oversee the larger DC universe. Sources have told that THR that David Zaslav has asked Tom Phillips to do more in the DC universe, and Pelling as in the advisor, though the outlet notes that Phillips would not serve in an executive capacity. Now, I don't know about Tom Phillips being the Kevin Feige of DC, but I would love him to do another sequel to Joker. DC had a Kevin Feige and Zack Snyder, but you all know how that went for the if they feel that Tom Phillips could be the that Kevin Feige for DC, let's see how it goes. But hopefully we get more news on that. Hawkeye season 2 is likely on the way, and this is what Variety has reported. The Hawkeye series has been submitted for the Emmys attention in the comedy categories instead of the pursued limited series field. With the switch in the categories, all signs indicate that there's a potential season 2 of the Hawkeye superhero saga in the future for Disney Plus. Though no official announcement has been made, in addition to seeking love for outstanding comedy series, star Jeremy Renner and Haley Stanford will angle for lead actor and lead actress consideration. In supporting categories, Disney has submitted Vincent D'Onofrio, Fran Free, Tony Dare, Alec Koch, Florence Pugh, and Vera Farmiga. So hopefully we get a season 2, because I love the Hawkeye story, and hopefully we get a season 2. But let's see what Marvel has that in the plans soon. And speaking of Marvel, Fantastic Four is looking for a big name director. Feige won't be hands on, and this is what Direct has reported. According to Deadline, Justin Cale, there is a large mix of candidates in the search to replace John Watts as director of the Fantastic Four. Following his recent departure, Marvel Chief Creative Officer Kevin Feige and his team are taking a lot of shots at some big names. No name has currently surfaced for who will be cast or hired as director. However, regarding the production of Fantastic Four, one source told Quell that Kevin Feige does not want to oversee the entire shoot. And after not having to worry about that with Sam Raimi, he is very game to the same outcome with this shoot. So hopefully they get a director for the Fantastic Four, and hopefully we get some more news on that. And then lastly for today, Henry Cavill Superman is a priority for Warner Brothers, said report. And this is what the Wrap has reported. What could the new DC plan be going forward? Will the new DC chief follow the plan laid out by the Flash movie, or start something new altogether? If anything, they will go back to the individual movies unless D. Luca has something planned, according to the DC Insider. They need to get the freaking Superman movie off the ground. And if the plan is a shared universe, a Henry Cavill lead Superman needs to be the focal point. DC Insider added that Zaslav's team should scratch every Superman project in development and start fresh with Cal. Now, I definitely agree with that, but you guys can still do Supergirl. That's fine, but Henry Cavill started the DC Standard Universe, and he should be the main focus going forward. And also Ben Affleck with Batman as well. But who knows? Hopefully we get some more news on that. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like this this episode. Comment what was your thoughts and opinion that I just touched, and what movie are you looking forward to see coming in the month of July. And don't forget to share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And of course, if you guys are listening on Anchor, Spotify, Google, or at Apple Podcasts, don't forget to subscribe to that as well. And also, don't forget to go into the YouTube link in the description below and post your comments here and your thoughts there. But other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.